A Chinese restaurant owner lay on the floor, barely alive after being shot in the chest. With his last bit of strength, he called the emergency line, but the operator heard his foreign accent and pretended the signal was bad. She quickly hung up the call, desperate and helpless. The owner could only wait for death. Just then, a police officer named Amy happened to walk past the restaurant. She immediately sensed something was wrong. It was the busiest meal time, yet the door was locked and the entire restaurant was silent. Amy warned her partner to stay alert, then pushed the door open carefully. Seeing the unclean dishes on the tables, she became even more certain that something had happened. She drew her gun and headed toward the kitchen. When she pushed open the kitchen door, she found the room in complete chaos. There was also a large pool of blood on the counter. Hearing no response, Amy slowly moved forward with her gun raised. Then she saw the owner, shot in the chest, barely breathing. Luckily, Amy's partner Mark, who used to be a doctor, quickly started first aid. After several tense minutes, they managed to pull the owner back from the edge of death. But when he woke up, his first words made their hearts turn cold. He said the emergency operator hung up on him because of his accent. Amy and Mark could hardly believe it. Meanwhile, the operator was still breaking the law. Whenever she picked up an emergency call, she never cared whether the caller was really in danger. She would say a few meaningless words and then hang up. In just 2 years on the job, she had done this more than 2,000 times. She didn't care about people's safety. She only cared about meeting her call quota and clocking out on time. But her days of ease were over. After returning from the scene, Amy went straight to the supervisor and told him everything. Even he couldn't believe it until he listened to the recorded calls himself. Only then did he realize what kind of dangerous person he had hired. During the investigation, they uncovered something even more shocking. Her average call time was only a few seconds, and when they listened carefully, they finally understood the reason. She had been venting her anger on random callers, all because her husband had asked her for a divorce. But even when the evidence was placed right in front of her, she showed no regret. Instead, she blamed Amy, calling her a traitor who betrayed her kindness. Seeing her twisted reaction, Amy knew there was no point arguing and walked away. Even after security escorted her out, the woman kept shouting curses at Amy. She believed Amy had destroyed her life. She sent Amy insulting messages non-stop and even made fake emergency calls, pretending she was kidnapped. But while she was feeling proud of herself, an accident happened. In panic, she jerked her steering wheel too hard and slammed straight into a parked car. Badly injured, she dialed the emergency number. But this time, the silence on the other end crushed her last hope. In that moment, she finally understood what she had done to others. Yet the unbelievable events didn't stop there. Elsewhere in town, a professional scammer began his routine. He filled a cup with ketchup from the buffet, then accidentally knocked it over. After making sure no one was watching, he stepped on the ketchup, did a dramatic backflip, and slammed himself onto the floor. Just as he planned, the restaurant, afraid of a lawsuit, chose to settle privately. He walked away with a large payout. Greedy for more, he soon targeted a new victim, a wealthy man driving a Mercedes.